I think if you're going to lose a game in, I would lose in that way in terms of the players showed real good energy in the game. I thought we pressed the game very, very well. Had moments of quality in it. And even though there was lots of players playing the first minutes of the season, I thought the cohesion in the team, they did very well against a team that, build the game, with quality. And I thought we disrupted that for large parts of the game. And obviously disappointed with the goals. I think that was our only criticism. But so many, positives from it. I think of Daniel Amati playing his first game in nearly 2 years. Lots of these players playing the first minutes of the season. Keenan Dewsbury-Hall getting a start. Luke Thomas getting another appearance. Yeah, only criticism was maybe at the top end of the pitch where we didn't get our shots off quick enough. Complicated it a little bit. Didn't combine at times well enough. But that was being nitpicky. But attitude and energy in the game was very good.
You seem to be on top going into the half-time break, Brendan. I think it's probably fair to give Arsenal the early stages of the game, but you seem to grow into it at half-time, and half-time seemed to come at a bad time for you because you seemed on top. But did you pick back up in the second half where you left off in the first, do you feel?
I think, again, we had moments probably similar to Arsenal. They've got quality players, and I think there was moments in the first half, probably at the start of the half, they pinned us back a little bit. We didn't quite keep the ball. Once we won it back, our first and second passes out of pressure were too long. But yeah, I thought then we gave away the goal, which was disappointing. But then we came back into it again, had a great chance with Ayo, but didn't take it. And then obviously the disappointment is it was two scruffy goals that we lost to.
Yeah, the second goal, Brendan, we've been scratching our heads an awful lot in the commentary box at that one because the ball seemed to be certainly within proximity of your goalkeeper, Danny Ward, but he seemed to be waiting for a whistle or waiting for something. What happened with that goal?
I don't know. I haven't seen it in. Like you say, it looked a little bit in slow motion, really, what had happened, but I haven't seen it back again to get a clear picture of it.
Daniel Amati, Matt Piper gave Daniel Amati the man of the match tonight. His last game was in October of 2018. It's been a long, long time, a long road. I know you've monitored that road and you've ushered him back and gotten him back. How impressed were you with his display? He's been on the pitch throughout and been in a defensive position tonight. Just talk to us about his road to recovery if he's the biggest positive tonight, Brendan.
Well, yeah, you think that he has played for the first competitive game in nearly 2 years, and it's a remarkably long time to be out. But and he's had some tough moments along it. But he's consistently trained. His mentality has been first class, and it's been difficult for him with the team had been doing so well and wondering whether he was going to get in. But he kept training. He's a very honest guy. Works hard. Defensive qualities are strong, and playing on the outside of the three tonight, I thought he was excellent. How he lasted the game, getting his first minutes, I thought was very good.
Yep, so say all of us. You tried to make some changes at the end of the game, Brendan. You brought Ayoze Perez on, who of course is an attack-minded player. Not sure he'd brand himself a quote striker, or indeed whether you would. Do you lack firepower in the final third on that bench tonight? You were one down, you needed to get a goal back. Did you have enough in a forward position to bring on?
Well, I think that come the end, we probably didn't. But it's we certainly had as many chances in there as what Arsenal did, but we just weren't quite clinical enough and didn't maybe get our final ball off enough. So, but I think overall, I was disappointed to lose the game, of course, but I've also got to look at the bigger picture of it as well, with players getting minutes into their legs and young players getting their debut, and with such a short pre-season, we've needed to do that in the competition tonight. So we're not as blessed as a lot of other squads, and in particular the top squads that have real big depth We haven't got that, but I was still very pleased with the performance tonight and what the players gave into the game.
Are you trying to recruit a new striker in this transfer window?
To be honest, Ian, I'm not sure we'll have the resources for that. You know, we are limited to what we can do, but we'll work with the players that are here. As obviously Jamie was involved tonight. Like you say, you get Ayo that can play up there. But I think if you look at our first 2 games, we've scored 7 goals in our first 2 league games. Didn't quite make the breakthrough tonight. We had chances. Like I said, we could have went in front with a great goal from James. Didn't quite happen. But yeah, that's just sometimes how it goes for you. So yeah, we'll have a look in the market and see what we can do. But like I said, we'll be limited to what we can do.
Understand, Brendan. Just want to mop up from the Burnley game. I noticed an injury to Wilfred Ndidi at the time. We didn't ask you post-match. Has Wilfred got a knock at all? And if so, how big a problem might it be?
Yeah, well, we're just waiting to hear more on that, Ian. But he could be anything between 6 and 12 weeks.
Wow. Is that what problem is that, Brendan? Are you happy to tell us? Is it a groin problem?
It's on the abductor, which may have come off the bone, which is quite a nasty injury. So we're waiting to see if he needs an operation or not. If it's an operation, then it'll be at least 12 weeks. If not...
Brendan, beg your pardon, appreciate your time. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you.
Okay, folks, anything further? Jordan?
For his future this season, whether he goes on loan.
Sorry, Jordan, I didn't hear that. You just come on there.
Sorry, can I just ask what you made of Kiernan Dewsbury Hall's performance and what you see for his season, whether he goes on loan or whether he stays here at the club?
Yeah, well, we'll just see over the course of the next week or so. He's a young player that I've been really impressed with. I thought he did well tonight. He grew into the game. It's his first start for the club. It's if it just depends really on what we're going to bring in, Jordan, because it's a lot of games this season, so we may need him around. If he stays around, I'm sure he'll get some game time. If we feel he's not going to contribute, then of course we'll put him out on loan. But we haven't made a final decision on that. The idea is get him tonight, get him into the arena and get playing. And I thought overall he did very well.
Can I just ask quickly on Cengiz Under? Has that international clearance come through yet?
We're waiting on confirmation for that. So no, we've got no other news on that, Jordan.